What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming with some delicious, new, interesting news from San Diego Comicon. I'm not actually at Comicon, but the news came out at Comicon. I wish I was at San Diego Comicon. That looks amazing. But anyway, SEGA a few weeks ago made a big fuss over how it's the 25th anniversary of our favorite speedy blue hedgehog who gotta go fast. And they mentioned that there was going to be a new announcement at Comicon regarding the 25th anniversary. So what they did is last night, the blue team, and I don't mean Team Mystic, I actually mean SEGA, have announced 2 new Sonic games for next year. So not just one, but 2 new Sonic games is the big announcement for 2017. I know this year, 2016, is the 25th anniversary, but this is their anniversary announcement, their 25th anniversary announcement, or whatever it is you want to call it. So first up, I'm going to go into the 2 games now in a second, but first off, I just want to say, when I was growing up, I was a Nintendo guy. I grew up on Super Mario. I grew up on just, I didn't grow up on a NES. I grew up on a SNES and beyond there. Some of my friends had Nintendo stuff as well. Some of my friends had Sega stuff, so I'd always be at their house playing the Mega Drive. I loved Sonic from what I played. Well, just back in the day, I love Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic 2, probably my favorite of the series, especially considering that I actually prefer Tails. He's just pretty much the best Sonic character in my opinion. I really like him. And then you've got stuff like Sonic and Knuckles, you've got Sonic Adventure, you've all the new characters that they brought in for all of that stuff as well. A lot of them are good, some of them are average. I'm not really worried about some of them. You've got the even more futuristic, but even more further down the line ones with, say, Shadow the Hedgehog and all his crew and all as well. So there's a lot of, when it comes to Sega games and Sonic games in particular, I should say, there's a lot of stuff out there there's pretty much something for everyone. There's 3D games in the wake of, say, or in the ilk, if you will, of, say, Sonic Adventure, which is just an absolutely phenomenal 3D adventure game. I love Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. 1 so much more, but I still like 2 as well. And then, of course, we've got Sonic has kind of fallen from graces in the modern few years with, say, anything from the kind of the 360 generation onwards. I mean, even when they tried bringing it back with, say, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, no, I mean, it just wasn't happening. I was so disappointed by that game. But that brings me to my next point. Sega are coming out with 2 new Sonic games, as I've already mentioned. The first of which is Sonic Mania. I'll have a link to the original the announcement trailer for Sonic Mania in the description below. I definitely suggest you check it out. Sonic Mania it's a 2D platformer. It's a Sonic 2D platformer as you'd expect. I remember when Sonic the Hedgehog 4 was coming out, and I was looking at the trailers and was like, this looks a bit off. Something to do with this looks off. Be it the visuals or maybe the controls and all. It turned out it was both. But anyway, Sonic Mania looks proper. It looks like it looks like Sega have realized, hang on, we fucked up. We gotta make actual 2D side-scrolling Sonic games again. And they gotta be proper Sonic. And Sonic Mania looks like it's going to be that return to 2D classic Sonic, because it actually looks like the proper next installment in a 2D classic Sonic. So I'll have a link to that below. Make sure you check it out. It's coming out on PS4, PC, and Xbox One in spring of 2017. And other than that, between Sonic and Sega, I keep getting them mixed up here. Sega announced what they're calling Project Sonic 17. Obviously, that's only a project name and a working title. Not even a working title, but it's just a project name. And it's going to be out at some point in 2017, hence the name. Well, it's actually going to be out on holiday of 2017, I should say. Rather, because it's Project Sonic 2017. Now, what's different about this one is most likely, there was only one trailer for this shown off. It's just a completely CG trailer, which I'll have in a separate link in the description below as well. So I suggest you check that one out if you already haven't. But this one looks a bit different. It looks like it's going to be Sonic Generations 2. It doesn't surprise me if they would change, or it wouldn't surprise me if they're going to change the name further down the line to Sonic Generations 2 or something along those lines. Maybe get away from the Sonic Generations stigma that a lot of people have. Believe it or not, there are a decent amount of people out there that have Sonic Generations stigma. So I won't go into the details of the trailer or not, but it's going to be out at some point next year. Why do I keep saying some point next year? I know it's going to be out holiday 2070. It's going to be out the end of next year. There we go. So much better to just say that. It's going to be at the end of next year anyway. And it's most likely going to be a mix between 2D and 3D. I think it's going to be just like Sonic Generations, where I'll have the big 3D areas that you can run around and jump around, platform in, and then in certain bits that are going to possibly go really fast, it'll probably switch to side-scrolling 2D stuff, well, 2.5D, whatever you want to call it, style gameplay that you'd have on, say, the old Sonic games. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle Project Sonic 17, simply because I think they know they fucked up with a lot of the 3D Sonic games in the last few years. You know, you've the Sonic Generations and Sonic what's the other one with Sonic, the one where he can turn into the werehog, and there's the one where he like kisses the human person, and there's just, what was it, Sonic 2006 or Sonic 2007, whatever that one was. That one was awful as well, but you get the idea anyway. And I think they realized that they've been fucking up, and I think this is, in my opinion at least anyway, I think this is them possibly trying to do right again by Sonic, especially because of the 25th anniversary. And I love Sonic, so I'm the last person that wants to see Sonic fail and just face plant into the ground. And on a plus side, he's voiced by my boy Roger Craig Smith, so I can't fault that as well, because Roger Craig Smith's the man. So as far as Project Sonic 2017 goes, it's going to be out holiday next year, 2017, obviously. It's going to be coming out on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and curiously, they also had the logo for the Nintendo NX listed on there as well. Not so much the logo, but it just said NX at the same time. So it's going to be out on the NX as well, which is pretty interesting as far as the whole thing goes for the console, you know, because there's no proper information on it so far, despite us knowing that it's probably going to come out in March of next year. Either way, that's basically it. I'm excited to see what happens with Project Sonic 2017. I hope it can return to the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 days of 3D glory. Sonic Mania looks really good. It looks like a proper next installment in the side-scrolling series. Unfortunately, we do have to acknowledge that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 exists, but you know, we try to keep that down to a minimum. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think on Sonic, on any of the Sonic 25th anniversary stuff, on any of the announcements and all here today or yesterday, given the fact that it was America time and all. Let me know all that in the comment section below if you're looking forward to it. If you're not, whatever. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.